I am a person who forgets everything. I forget names, faces, places. Chances are, if you can think of it, I can't. In this particular situation, I had forgotten my pants. For some godforsaken reason, when I was getting up to travel to BYUI, I had left every single one of my church slacks back at home. And so I was going to church every Sunday. I was dressed in jeans. I was dressed in joggers. I felt like a bum. I was just like, it's about time I go out, get some church slacks. So I asked my roommate, Paul, just like, hey, Paul, can I borrow your Jeep? I need to go up to DI, get some church slacks. Of course he says yes. He's a fantastic guy. Never questioned it. So I take his keys, go back to my room, and I say a prayer. I go, please God, do not let me crash this man's car. It's like my second week here, and it's not my car, and it would be bad. It'd be a bad situation. The Holy Ghost tells me, don't go. He says, you don't need the church slacks right now. And I go, this is more of a formality. I'm going anyway. Sorry, but I'm going. So I go ahead and go to the parking garage, and I find his white Jeep. Door's already unlocked. I just walk in, start up the car, and I make my way down the parking garage. At the bottom of the parking garage, I see a group of girls, and they're staring at me really strangely. And I go, maybe they just like the car. So I just, gave them a wink and a nod, and I went on my way. They'll become more important later on. So I go ahead and make my way up to DI, and I find the perfect pair of slacks. I'm just like, this was a good idea. I'm glad that I came out here. I start coming back, and I notice there's a cop car following me very closely. I go, oh crap. He's going to pull me over. I just know it. Had the feeling. So a quarter mile down the road, he turns his lights on. Just, oh crap. Pull over to the side of the road, and I notice right when I pull over to the side of the road, 2 other cop cars show up very closely behind me and kind of circle me into the corner. I go, this is different. This has never happened to me before. So the first cop gets out of his car and he sprints up to my window. He doesn't walk, he sprints up to my window. I go, oh gosh. I roll down my window, the little crankshaft, and tells me license and registration. I go, here's my license. I don't have the registration. This is not my car. He answers back with, step out of the car. I go, okay. So I get out of the car. He says, whose car is this? I say, this is my roommate Paul's car. I just picked it up about 30, 40 minutes ago. He says, turn around. I go, okay. And he then proceeds to put handcuffs on me. I had no idea what I did wrong. Brings me out to his cop car, opens up the door, shows me into the little cramped space. So there I am, freaking out, sweating bullets in the back of a cop car. No idea what I did wrong. He comes up to the window. He goes, do you know a girl named Brielle? I go, I have no idea who this is. Is this like your daughter or something? Can we talk about it? Mm-hmm. And he goes, no, this is actually Brielle's car. I go, what? No, this is my roommate Paul's car. I just have the keys right here. Turns out, in the same exact parking garage, there is the same exact white Jeep with a key that matched exactly the same as Paul's. And I had definitely just stolen a woman's car in Joy Road for about a half hour. And those girls that I'd seen at the bottom of the parking garage were both Brielle's sister and Brielle's roommate. So they call up Brielle and they go, some black guy just stole your car and is driving out and just waved and winked to us. What is going on? She goes, I have no idea. Call the police. So they end up calling the police saying that I had stolen the vehicle, and they're looking around for me. And I just happened to go right past the police station. They're just like, oh, easy pick. So they pulled me over, and they got Brielle and my roommate Paul. Turns out everything was okay. Brielle was totally cool with it, and we all got a good laugh from it. We ended up taking pictures. The cops laughed at me and took pictures as well. But moral of the story is, always listen to the promptings of the Spirit. Because if I wouldn't have taken that car, I wouldn't have been in that situation. And whether or not it's be in your normal life or, a situation like this, either you listen to the promptings of the Spirit or you end up in prison. Whether it be spiritual prison or, in my case, physical. Thank you.